Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to June's plans. Plans and supplies, with the exception of Collection Obsession. I'm pre-recording this a week before June because I actually want to get started on some of my layouts and projects for the month, and I'm pre-recording this on the 25th, and I'm posting my Collection Obsession wrap-up tomorrow in advance because I have a little bit of a poll there asking you what you would like to see me use or do with Collection Obsession in June. But I'm going to talk to you today about the rest of my plans. Now, as you know, it's 30 days of sketches. So 30 days of sketches is the overall aim of the month. I will be playing along as much as I can, as I've mentioned in a lot of our series. If I can get, 15 to 18 projects done, that generally makes me very, very happy. Now, I also try when we have a series like that going on in the month to pair all of my series and hops with the series, the 30 Days of Sketches. And I was sort of looking ahead at the sketches, and there are just a couple of places where that won't be possible. My two Spiegelmom Scraps projects have their own theme this month that unfortunately won't work with 30 Days of Sketches. And then my It's All About the Base, so the series I do with Chris and Mel, where we do a go-to design. I'm trying to find a way it doesn't look like it is going to fit with the sketch, but I'm sort of trying to see if there isn't a way that I might be, creative and adapt it, but we will see. Anyway, everything else in theory will be 30 Days of Sketches. Now, I have lots of photos here already printed, and I have them in categories. So I have Christina's album as she is in Europe, so we'll try and do that. I have some more layouts for Erica, Adela's album. Then I have this one, which you've already seen scrapped once, and this will be scrapped 2 more times because there will be one in each album, Adela's, Christina's, and Julia's. Then we have the Family album, Joey and the Family. Then we have my layouts. Then we have this is sort of like a very early days one. And, I think these were not included. So I have quite a few photos already printed, and hopefully I'll be taking some more photos, and I'm sure I will be sent some more photos. And then I have these 3, which are already allocated to the first week or so of 30 Days of Sketches. So I have my photos. Now, excuse me, my friends. I seem to be suffering from a few allergies this summer. It's not something I suffer from. I had a really bad bout in, was it 2015 or 2016? I can't remember. It was a crazy, crazy year, and I really, really suffered from allergies, which I had never have had again. This year, I seem to have, compared to many, 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 a very mild case, but a little bit of an annoying case. And I've been told it's a very bad year for allergies. Maybe that's why. I have no idea. Anyway, so what I think I am going to do, other than Collection Obsession, I do want to bring some new stuff in, is I have this fun organizer. I don't know whether you can see it, a Poppin organizer, and I know Dorothy uses this, and I think the original reference I got here was maybe from Tracy Mercier. Anyway, I got it at Staples, Bureau en Gros here in Quebec, but Staples. And it holds an awful lot. Now, I'm sure you're not seeing this very well at all, but basically in the back here I have 12 by 12, then I have some 6 by 12s, a couple of 6 by 8 paper pads, and oh, excuse me. Oh, that's the police running after somebody. We have this weekend here in my little town is sort of a bit of an unofficial launch to the summer, and it's the garage sale weekend. So anybody in town can have a garage sale, and I believe the fees are waived and you don't need a special permit. Anybody can have, so all the lawns and garages, everything is open this weekend, and people are out there trying to sell all their hoarded goodies. And I don't know, I guess, you know, people are blocking roads or whatever, so the police are out in force as well. All right, back to what we're here for, and hopefully we won't get disturbed again. So what I have in here, and I'm going to be taking bits and pieces of this out for you, as I was mentioning here. So I've got the 6 by 8, then I've got some embellishments here, and some Bramble Fox goodies in the front, some more embellishments, and sequins. Now, what is basically in here is what I have been working with over the last couple of months. So my Adventure Awaits kit, my Discover and Create, which was Collection Obsession 2 months ago, Cocoa Vanilla Storyteller, which was May's Collection Obsession, scraps from some layouts, and some cardstock that I had put aside. So essentially what I am going to do this month is continue using these lovely supplies. They are already sorted, they are in here, so I am going to use those. So for instance, if I go here in the back and I bring this out, I have cardstock here from either my stash or Mercy Tiara kits that I got in the last early part of this year or the latter part of last year. So what I think I'm going to do with these, because I have 2 envelopes here of scraps. These are scraps from lots of Mercy Tiara kits, mainly, I believe. Yeah, they are from Mercy Tiara kits generally, and these are from Build-A-Page. I think some of the Build-A-Page. Now, you're also going to see that in here I don't really have my Build-A-Page. I'm going to also do a separate video for that. You will have seen my wrap-up of the month for that, and you'll see that I have quite a bit left over that I can still use, and I'm going to make that bigger, and it will probably last me June and July. But you see here I have scraps, and therefore I'm going to try and do at least 4 layouts, maybe a layout a week, using this cardstock and these scraps. Because you can see here, for instance, already, we have bits here that go quite well together. So I think if I pair that with some cardstock and with some of these scraps, we'll get a few layouts done with that. So that is one idea for this month. The same in here. These are from Build-A-Page, and you can see here already that, you know, these go together. So, and I've been wanting to start that scrap my scraps a little bit more officially, although I have done a couple of layouts using scraps, I think in May, didn't I? So we're going to try and get 4 layouts with these scraps done. Then, of course, I have Discover and Create, and I have quite a bit left here from Discover and Create. So I'm going to get a few more layouts done with that. And I'll see, I might go in and get the Where to Next as well. We'll see. What do you think? So I'm definitely going to use this. Now you see I have some scraps in here as well. So Discover and Create will be used this month. Then of course I have my, oh, where's my Cocoa Vanilla? Hang on, friends. So here is my Collection Obsession Storyteller and all the leftovers that I have with that I've shown you. And I'm going to bring in probably, now we're going to see, as I said, I've left a poll for what you would like to see. Well, not a poll, I asked a question in my wrap-up to see what you would like to see me use. So we'll have to see the answer to that before I get too carried away. But one idea might be to keep the Storyteller here and add all the other Cocoa Vanilla goodies in that sort of mood and feel from my stash. So probably use some of that. And then, of course, last but far from least is My Adventure Awaits. And I have that in 2 envelopes because if you recall, when I put all of this together, I sort of put aside a lot of the bits that I would be using as cut-aparts or to fussy cut. And I've used a lot of those bits, so I'm going to have to do some more fussy cutting. And I have lots and lots of paper here. So we have lots to play with without, you know, doing too much of a search in my stash. And having, one of the things I like about this is it sort of gives me a little bit of a self-contained stash for the month. Not some organized in kits, in collections, in just some scraps, but it gives variety, gives me different manufacturers, different mood and feel, but it contains my choices. Our bigger stash sometimes can be a little bit overwhelming. Then in this container, I have, of course, from the Adventure Awaits, I have the 6x8 paper pad from the travel add-on, and I do have some travel photos, and I have the 6x8 paper pad from Joyful Notes, which I have used quite a bit of. Not used much of the Coast to Coast, so I have that at the ready. And then, of course, I have the embellishments that I have for Discover and Create, and bits from Adventure Awaits, and some from Cocoa Vanilla. So I have a lot to play with without going into a lot of research into my overall stash. So I think this is going to be what I want to play with for the month. Now, if you'd like to see me put some page kits together separately from Build-A-Page on these, just leave me a comment down below, and I'll maybe try and do a sort of weekly, or I don't know if I'll be able to get myself organized where I do a little bit of a weekly plan, because I do tend to scrap whatever I feel like scrapping at the moment. I like to have, you know, photos here at the ready. I have the sketches at the ready, but, you know, I could scrap today, I could scrap the sketch from day 23, and tomorrow do day 1. So I'm not sure if I'm one to be able to to stick too much to a plan. Even for May I Scrap List You, every year I get myself all organized, and then I go off and do something different. So we'll see. But if you would like to see me put a few paper kits together with a lot of these goodies here, particularly, well, the scraps, I think I will try and do a Getting Page Kits organized video with this one sometime this month. Are you a plan scrapper? Do you plan everything sort of like, do you have your month planned for 30 days of sketches, or do you tend to be a lot more of I scrap what I feel like at this very specific moment when I have some time to scrap? Let me know that down below, and I will see you back here very soon with Collection Obsession for June. Bye for now, my friends.